Hey guys, WrestleTom here. Over 4 months ago, I did my figure toy company review, and I said I'm gonna do a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 1 year update on the ring. Well, I'm not. This is my one and only update on this ring. Why? Because it's an awful ring, and I'm getting it out of my collection. Let's just start off with the pros, if there is any. It's metal. That's pretty much it. It's literally the only good thing about the ring. Now on to the cons. Standing your figures up. Impossible. No matter how you place it. There you go. But once you add another one wrestler to the mix, or just move slightly. That was a bad example. But there you go. It falls over. Number 2, the deterioration of the ring. Look at that right there. Falling apart. One of them fell apart on the review. I just don't think I noticed it. Number 3. Look at that ring, bro. It's nearly snapped off already. And number 4, the bends of the ring post. You can see that is not straight there. It's meant to come out like that. Stand up straight. It's not. Look at that there. Look how bent it is. And do you know how dangerous that is for your figure ring? Because it just snaps and you have to glue it into the socket and it barely even goes in there. What a waste of a ring. So first of all, a message figure toy company about these things here snapping whilst putting the ring together on the review. The turnbuckles disintegrating the second you put the ropes on them, and the holes that the ring already came with, the ring mat, and they obliged to send out new everything, sent out new turnbuckles, those things, and the ring mat. Great. And then about a month later, what goes and happens? The ring rope right there, near on snapping, literally hanging on by a thread. And then one day, all of a sudden, I go to put the ring together. I go to put it in the slot, and it just snaps. So I messaged Figure Toy Company. Said, can you send a replacement out for these parts? Yes. If you make a purchase. I'm not making a purchase. £30 is your cheapest thing on your eBay account, and it's £50 postage and packaging. So I was like, can I just pay for postage? And after a few days, I got them to agree of just let me pay for postage. And here I got some new ring posts, if I can open them up. Some new ring posts and some ropes. So the only thing that hasn't had to be replaced on this ring is these bits right there, the actual like wooden bits, but I have had to stick them down. Why? Because they rattle, they're not even, they just don't stay in place. You'll be playing with your figures and one side will just go whoop and pop up. So I've had to stick those down, and then also the frame. But even the frame came broken with bits of metal inside of it, making it rattle. So would I recommend you buying this ring at a premium price, double the price of a Mattel Creations one? Nope, I would not. But Tommy, why would you not? You don't have a Mattel Creations ring. You don't know how that compares to the Figure Toy Company ring. Well, the ring was so bad, I went out and I bought the Mattel's Creations Monday Night Raw Ultimate ring with Rhea Ripley. So right now we're going to get into the review. I'm going to take down this ring, remove all the accessories from underneath the ring, and we'll get to seeing how this holds up compared to the Figure Toy Company's premium scale metal ring, which my guess is going to be a lot better So I'll be back with you in a moment. Right, the figure toy company ring out the way, gone. It's going to be under my desk for a long time. I might bust it out for a pay-per-view, or I will definitely bust it out when I need to do a steel cage match. But right now, it's on to the Ultimate Edition Raw ring featuring Mammy Rhea Ripley in a Judgment Day attire. Here's the front of the box. It comes with the white World Heavyweight Championships, with one of my biggest pet peeves, the side plate saying Rhea Ripley. They could do separate ones, one with Rhea Ripley, one with the plain WWE, but put that on an Io Sky walking to the ring in your fig fed with a Rhea Ripley title. Rhea Ripley on that side, and just plain Ultimate Edition text right there. Now this ring box is huge. It came in a massive box. I have to have the camera so far back just to even get this in frame. So this is the back of the box. It shows the ring built, Rhea Ripley standing tall, holding the title up in the air. It shows Rhea Ripley, 5'7", 1.7 meters, Adelaide, South Australia. Finisher Riptide, career highlight, Women's World Champion. Now it does say what it comes with in the box. It includes 2 fabric ring skates plus 2 plug-in. When it said plug-in, then I thought it meant like light up ones. No, they're not light up, just 2 plug-in ring panels and raw ring posts. Ultimate Rhea Ripley with swappable head and Women's Championship and lifelike authenticity. So without further ado, let's bust this bad boy open. On the sides here, it comes with not just 1 piece of tape, not just 2 pieces of tape, but 3 pieces of tape to hold the box together. So you just pull it open just a little bit, you get your knife, and you just start slicing. Box opens up fairly easily, and the first thing I see the side of the box is this horrible steel steps. Just like the figure toy company ring, the steps aren't detachable, and I've heard what you can sort of see in the photo there is not really to scale, so the steps could be a lot better. I'm just gonna put them down on the floor for now. We'll unbox this, which is the instructions of the ring. If you want to see, pause here. Which are all the parts that come with the ring and how to put them together. Then up next is the ultimate. Oh my god, that box is tiny. The Ultimate Edition Rhea Bloody Ripley. Nice Mattel creation box. Basically a miniature version of the Ultimate Edition box. We'll get to unboxing this Rhea Ripley at the end of the video, but right now let's just put it to the side and keep unboxing. So what's coming out next? Whatever this is. Just slide all the way out, and I believe it's not left in there. I believe this is either the ring mats or ring skirts. It's the ring mat. Oh, I don't really like the feel of that. Probably not the best idea to open it all up right now. Here's the ring mat in its full form. I'm not a big fan of the feel of it, but to be honest, I reckon I could put the figure toy company mat on if I really wanted to, but I don't. But this ring already, it's only laid down a little bit. I'll have to see what it's like with the whole ring up, but it seems a little bit bigger, but that could just be because of the tabs making it look a bit bigger for me. So we'll fold this up nicely and keep it off the floor so it's nice and clean. And up next is all the turnbuckles and the ring ropes. Now the turnbuckles are smaller than the figure toy companies. I think they are removable. I don't really want to pull them apart. I don't know if they are removable. They should be. These come already attached, and one difference already from these hooks and the figure toy company hooks, these are thick. Right, I've got the figure toy company one and the Mattel one. You can see the size difference already. This part a lot thicker, the hook a lot thicker. Less likely to snap off. I've got somehow got them trapped together. How have I done that? There we go. Oh, just like the very old school one, you can take off the plastic, more like a rubber covering on the ring ropes to make your matches just a little bit more extreme, and still in there is just a bunch more of the ropes. So I'll keep that together with the other ropes. What else is left in the box? It's this, whatever this is. Cut it open like so. So I just got a sneak preview of what it is. It is the side panels for the Raw ring. Now it does look like they might come in half. Can you pull them apart? I don't want to break it before I even get to play with it, but it does look like you can break these apart. And that's the Raw LED boards. Then with it is the actual apron, Monday Night Raw ring apron, looking very nice, very sleek. You get another one and another LED board. So one for the front, one for the back, and two a cloth apron each for either side of the ring. Now that's out of the way, we'll go back into the box of mystery, and this is probably the coolest part. Ooh, these have some serious weight to them. The boards for the wrestling ring, right there you can sort of already see the size this ring's gonna be. It's gonna be massive. And what I like, it's actually wooden. The figure toy company one was wooden, but it was painted black. So if you peel back the ring apron, you get a true authentic feel of the wooden ring panels. And I think we're almost there to the end. I think that's it. Nothing's left in the box. But this is the last piece that you get in the Raw ring. So we just take down, get your knife, open it up. So I can already feel these are the legs. Some more legs. And then the panels, the actual frame of the Raw ring right here. So all go together in nice one big square once you put it all together. However you do so. I'll need to read the instructions because I've never put one of these rings together. Also, these are the ring posts. So quite a bit of weight to these, to be honest. So here's the ring posts. Very long. So your ring's going to be quite tall. I don't think it's as tall as the Figure Toy Company ring, which is a shame, but it's not much off. I think the Figure Toy Company ring, let's put that there, maybe about that much higher, so a good like 2-3 inches different. And I think that all that comes in this bag, it is. So put them in a safe place so we know where to find them later. So right now I'm going to read the instructions and then show you how to put this ring together. Stay tuned. Right, after reading the instructions I now understand what to do. Each piece is marked a letter, A1, A2, B1, B2, and that repeats until it goes all around the wrestling ring. And I realise I got this mystery stain here. What is that? Well, on my previous Raw ring with the light up LED board and the ring apron, you put batteries in there. The batteries leaked due to being outside, and that's the result. This was a brand new table. I put the ring on it, left it overnight. That's the damage. So right now we'll put the ring together, but how do you know which one's A1, A2, B1, B2? Well, if you look on the back right here, A1. So we're gonna get, as following the instructions, we're gonna get A1 and just put it right there. And this is my pile of A's, this is my pile of B's. So then we're gonna go to A2. So we'll look at the back, that's a B. That's a B. So I've mixed up a B and A here. That is a A1. A1. Was that one an A1? A1. So where did I put A2? B1. 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 Am I missing something out here? Maybe. These have anything on them? No. Where did I put all the other legs? Sitting down there, sir. Right, I'll cut two back when I figure out all the pieces and where they are. Okay, I figured it out. These are all you get. So it says B1 there, and then right in the corner there it will say B2. So you'll get A1, A2 right there, A2, and then you'll get your B1 side, which is that side, and connect it together like so. So that's the length of the whole ring right there. And then you basically just do that a bunch more times. So you get your A1, make sure it's the right side, you connect it right there. You get your B1 and you'll connect it, and then you'll connect it right there. There you go. It's that easy, and I made it a lot more complicated than I needed to. And so then you get your A1 again, which is this one I already had. Then right here, A1 collects into B2, B2. No, I've done something wrong here. Have I? Where's B2? Oh yeah, it goes that way. I had it flipped the wrong way. And then there you go. And then you get your A, you snap it in. No. You get your B, snap it in right there. And then you got your A, you snap it in. Wrong way round. Snap it in. Why is that connection different? I think I'm just being stupid here. You get that. You suppose. Right. This is taking a lot of brain power for some reason, so I'll be back once this is all built. Right guys, I figured it out, and I was being so stupid, so I put A this side, no, I put B this side and A that side, when B needed to be this side and A needed to be this side. So now, looking at the instructions, it is time for the ring pallet. Oh, I keep knocking this camera, I barely got any room to record all this, so we'll put that down right there. And don't need the instructions for this part. I've watched Madam's Toys unboxing, and they just, I believe they're supposed to, yeah, there we go, bit by bit they're clicking. Apart from that part there, I don't want to click in, so let's pull it off, see what's wrong. We'll try again, flipping it around. Right, we'll do this side first. See if that's the same. Gonna click it in piece by piece. Just like that. I think it's easier to stand it up while I was doing it. We try it once more, laying down. So you get that, you slide it in just a little bit, and then click, click, click. Okay, it's not really clicked in at the top there. We'll figure out that problem in a minute. I'll just show you the rough way to do it. And just like that, just like that. There you go. I'll be back in a minute once I just make this all flush with the camera out of the way. Alright, it just took me turning the ring around from this position, well, from that position to this position. And then there we go, it's all sorted, maybe a bit loose, but I'm guessing when the legs come in, it all goes together nicely. So now, next, we get rid of this. Get rid of the ring, we don't need it here. Because now it's time for the ring mat. So we're gonna spread it all out. So I think that's supposed to be the top. This bit, the bottom. Try and get as much room on here as we possibly can. I turned my PC on, god damn it. It's on sleep mode. Just stretch it all out as much as we can. Open it all up. There's little creases and everything as possible. There we go. I believe that is it. And then I believe what's next is we grab the ring. I might knock over my camera. And then just like that, we place it on top, and then up next is the part that I've been dreading, is hooking the ring to these hooks right here all along. So I'm not going to embarrass myself by doing so. So I'm just going to pause the video, maybe back in an hour, because that's probably what it's going to take my fragile little mind to do this. Alright guys, just one more section left. I'm finally done putting this ring together. It burns your fingers trying to get these tiny holes onto these hooks here. So I'll be back in probably 20 minutes because this has took me absolutely ages to do, and we'll get back and to the finished result in just a second for you. Here we go, guys. I finally connected each piece of the mat to these hooks right here. The mat looks amazing on top. Trying not to knock the camera over. So smooth, not a crease in sight, and hopefully, I'm hoping it's smooth sailing from here. So up next in the steps is to add each and every one of these pegs. So one on each of the outside apron. Just should press in. Maybe this one's not so easy. Try it on this one over here, see if it's just that bit there. See if it's the same over here. Yeah, it's sort of a pain to get in. There we go. This one over here, like before, sort of a pain to get in, but it's nothing compared to doing this. My fingers are burning from doing that. Twist it in. That will have to do now. If it's uneven, I know what's wrong. These corners, very easy to put in. They're literally just slot in right there. Let me just double check the instructions. Yeah, the little pegs do go on these outer slots as well. So there we go. Right, let me just stand up a moment. Take this out. And then try and put it back in. There we go. I believe that is done. And now since all these little pegs are in, it's time for the big pegs, which go onto the ring mats, wood, the ring boards, I'm just going to call them. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I do apologise. But these, very easily, just put one in. There we go. Put one in. Press down. There we go. Clumsy. Pick it back up. Put one in. There we go. Put one in. There we go. And you do this a total of 12 times. There's 12 different larger pegs. Each one slots in very nicely and very easily. There we go. And now once that is done, we are free to flip the ring back over. Right, I think that's my desk making it a bit wonky. Let me just put something underneath it. There we go. Steady looking ring, quite loud to be honest though. I'm gonna have to like fix my desk a little bit once this video's over to make sure it's a bit wobbly. And I'll just put it on just this side. See how it is. Yeah, there we go. It is just really my desk, to be honest. But now, up next, it is ring post times. Right here. The next step is the ring posts. So loop the ring skirts into the bottom of the ring posts and then attach them. Get my ring posts and then we'll get the ring skirts. Right, now we have the ring posts and skirts. It just says to loop these into these tiny little hoops, so you do have to stretch them out a little bit. Do my best to get this done quickly. If not, I'll make the cut right now. Alright, got that done fairly quickly. I cut the camera because I realised this video is going to be going way too long, just like my last video. So right now we have the apron and the turnbuckles. So they're just, let me move the camera back. They just go slot in right there, and also right there. There we go. And then you clip these side bits in. There you go. Now I'll go do it on that side and I'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, I put on all 4 ring posts and put on the 2 aprons. Right now what I'm currently not liking is they're like separated just a little bit. I wish they would like be more stuck down, but I'm sure that'll be an easy fix for whenever I decide to do so. So right now it's time for the raw panels, and I believe, if I'm correct, these will just piece by piece click into place just like so. There we go. No point cutting, just flip the ring around without smacking the camera over. Flip the ring around, in at that turnbuckle, which I forgot to do, and then click, 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 click. There we go. I believe that's done. I really need to sort this table out. This side is way higher than that side. I'll put something underneath, probably a table or something. And there we go. Now up next in the instructions, it is just the ring ropes. So let me get all the ring ropes out of the box and we'll get to hooking them on. Alright, we've got all the ropes and the turnbuckles out, but one thing, Mattel, what the hell is this? Why are you sticking a label on the turnbuckle? I've got no scissors on me right now until I go inside, so that's just gonna have to stay until the video. So simply, you just untie all the ropes, and this one's gonna be hidden in the back left corner, and you just, I'm guessing, you just hook them on just like so. So we'll get through this stage and then I'll cut to when I've done the whole thing. So once again, you just move the turnbuckles bit by bit, and then it just hooks on that easily. Maybe you want that a bit more in. There you go. Then just 2 more turnbuckles. We've got this right corner right here. Try and get that on camera. That simply just hooks up right there. And then the last one just hooks on. Try and get it nice and even. Might have to push that back a little bit just to be able to see the hook. And there you go. And then you go through. You go through and you just push each one of those rubber bits back. And there you go. Right, I'll be back when all 3 sets of ropes are attached. And here we go, guys. The ring is all built a bit wonky, but that's my table. Fortunately, you can't just like unscrew the legs and them stay there like the figure toy company one, but I will get that fixed after this video. So right now, the ring is completed. Let me take that from there. The raw ring, the side aprons, same all the way around. It is a great ring, a great addition. One thing I do like, you don't have to fiddle with the ring ropes just to get them all lined up. What I don't like is like the aglet bits. I've put them behind the turnbuckles, but it has made it look a little bit wonky, but barely noticeable, to be honest. So there we go. Things I would change about this ring: the aprons, of course, but that's got to be an easy fix somehow. That's got to be something on me. But if not, I guess it's alright for matches. Wrestler sliding under, you stick them under. Boom, 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 boom. Onto the scale of the ring. Is a great scale. Plenty of room for every single one of your wrestlers to manoeuvre. Be great for a Royal Rumble. But now for the real test. Does your figure stand up with ease? Straighten his legs, straighten his feet. There we go. Bit wonky, but that's also because of my ring. There you go. So that's also my error with my table. Something I need to sort out after this video. The ring ropes are tight, but not as tight as you'd think they would be. Not like the figure toy company at first. See how springboarding goes off. So it's very loose when you put like a figure onto it. Figure toy company will go like that and be like full tension, no more give really, unless you put your full force into it. But this ring does. Whether you like that or not, that's up to you. Now onto the apron. Now this is a small apron, barely enough to stand up. If you're gonna do a move on it, you're gonna always catch into the ropes unless you go off. A wrestler sat on the apron, probably sat right on the edge, just like that. If you do an entrance motion, it's great, of course. See if I can make him stand up on it with my, yeah, stands up perfectly fine on the apron. Goes into the ring perfectly. He goes out of the ring perfectly. The scale isn't too much off the figure toy companies, to be honest. Feels pretty much the same. At first I was like, maybe the ring poles are a little short, but no, perfect. Now onto the noise test. Alright, we're gonna drop him on his back in 3, 2. So it is much louder with no cushion from the ring mat like the figure toy companies, but you either have the cushioning and slightly less sound, or you have no cushioning and be able to pose your figures standing up in the middle of the ring however you like, without the worry of him just falling over. So guys, this is the Mattel Creations Monday Night Raw Ultimate Scale ring. Would I recommend buying it over the figure toy company ring? Of course. Right now, it's a definite yeah. It's a actual branded WWE ring with nice cloth turnbuckles. Maybe those decals over time are going to rub off, but we'll get to another review in 6 months to a year's time, see how this ring is holding up. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about the ring anymore. It is about the figure that comes with the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultimate Edition Rhea Ripley. I've said before, the box is a lot smaller than the usual Ultimate Edition boxes, but we'll see how the figure compares to a usual Ultimate Edition, because I've never had a Mattel's Creations. I'm guessing they're the exact same, just smaller boxes, less packaging, but we will see. Right, after that technical difficulty, we have Rhea Ripley open and ready to unbox. Some smaller packaging for Rhea, the same scale as a usual Ultimate Edition. So first off, we'll start with the fig, pulling it outside the box. So right now, it's just an Ultimate Edition Rhea Ripley figure. Butterfly joints, kind of stiff actually. Jesus Christ, I can't move that butterfly joint one bit. What about this one? Nope, just a strong glue there. I'm gonna have to warm it up. The boots do have articulated toes. What about pulling down? It does have the articulation right there. This is Rhea Ripley. The Judgment Day look. Here's the back of her head. Here's the front. Here's the torso and arm. Let me put the arms a bit more straight. Then here's the back. This is what I don't like about the recent Finn Balor and also this figure, is this part right here. This is easily going to snap off. It's going to look stupid once it's come off. Wish it was just removable or just not added with the figure at all. Now onto the legs. Got her leg tattoos right there and a knee tattoo right there. To the back, even more tattoos. Either side, boots plain. The attire has like studs in them with a nice purple look. Now with the accessories that come with Rhea Ripley. So the figure comes already with fist hands, but you also get a set of mic hands for either hand. You get a different face sculpt. You get a smiling looking Rhea Ripley. The one that already comes on with the figure is just a still face, smug Rhea Ripley. This is a good head scan, but I'm going to keep this one on my fig. And now for the World Heavyweight Championship. Here we go. The white World Heavyweight Championship figure for Rhea Ripley. Comes with Rhea Ripley side plates, either side. The World Heavyweight Championship main plate and the white strap. Now the strap, the belt, the figure looks amazing. To come with a wrestling ring as well adds to the value of this ring. Rhea Ripley, I don't want to say first ultimate, but the first ultimate that I can think of, this Rhea Ripley. So all in all, on my first impressions of this ring, if you need a wrestling ring, don't go with the Figure Toy Company ring, go with this ring. Of course, my views may change in a few months, 6 months or a year's time. So subscribe, turn notifications on to find out when I do an updated review of this ring. But for now, thank you for watching. Leave a comment on anything you saw in this video or something you want me to review. Subscribe for more updates, turn that bell on. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.